Chapter 30.
Sup, guys?
Key was visiting two of his friends in a small student dorm room. It was quite a pathetic place, tiny as hell, with nothing but two bunk beds that could be lowered from the wall, but the two students had taken the mattresses and thrown them on the ground next to each other. Two boys were sitting on the mattresses with almost identical plug ports connected to the wall opposite them. They had covered the only window at the end of the room with an opaque tint. One of them had just left a learning simulation and was looking at Key, who was holding a large bottle of booze. The other student was vaporizing trash in a canister with a tube leading out the window.
Looks like I'm failing math.
Fred told Key as his attention was shifted from the bottle to the machine going whoop. Behind him, firing another set of particles into space.
I thought that thing was illegal.
He looked at Blue vaporizing another bit of trash with exactly the same rocket engine sound.
Not if you have a license from the Space Safety Committee.
Blue turned the machine off. Its lights were still illuminated, signaling its readiness for more trash.
I didn't know you had one.
Key smirked.
I don't. The noise this machine makes is insane, but I am not paying the trash tax. That much is for sure. I am being suffocated financially as it is. I vape trash for the whole school, and in return, they do my homework.
Blue walked toward Key to shake his hand and receive the bottle he had brought.
Saving a small fortune for everyone. I see. Let's just hope the university will understand you guys and not fine you or even kick you out.
Key shrugged.
Fuck them.
Blue was opening the large bottle filled with LSD 92X infused vodka.
Damn, looks like I am failing literature too. I still have to go through this thick fucking book about flowers and psychoanalyze it.
Fred saw the cap come off and Blue sniffed the drink.
What is it called?
Key wanted to know.
Dandelions or some shit. I don't even know.
Red was spending most of his days in simulations. Some days he would spend raw coding, others messing around with modifications. His main income was from selling pirated simulations to other students. He didn't really want to fail the exams, but the academic ways were a little too harsh for his free spirit. The professors used to like him, but now their emotions toward Red had turned bittersweet when they had to watch him fail. He failed most exams because he ran out of time. He was a turtle, but a keen and smart one.
Do you want me to print us some cups?
Blue was ready to drink. He was doing well in school. He was making plenty of money from selling programs to Key, who supplied the Yakuza. Blue felt a strange respect for Key. He hoped to become a Yakuza too one day.
No. We will be using this thing here?
Kai presented a human skull with the bottom sealed shut with clay. Sweet. The two of them thought Key was being freaky with a printed skull. Little did they know he had grabbed it out of the oven hours before. The human skull was still warm.
Here.
Blue inspected the bottle and then passed it to Key. Key filled the skull up. He poured it so full a little bit of the juice was spilling over onto his fingers. He passed the skull to Red first because he was closer. Key slowly put the bottle on the ground and watched the young student gulp from the skull. Then passed it to Blue, who filled his chest with warmth too. Finally, the skull returned to Key with a third of the fluid still there. Keela loved the bitter taste of bone on his lips. He bit the skull with his teeth and let the infused vodka trickle in through his teeth. When he finished the drink, he put the skull next to the bottle of vodka and sat back on the mattress, as did Blue and Red. He watched the plugs in the wall and waited for the stuff to kick in. He entered a brain augmentation local lobby where Blue was playing music. Red was preparing a fresh hallucination code, ripping it straight from the net and modifying it for extra pleasure. Key saw necrotic energy arise from the skull. Tiny particles like ether evaporated in the air. He saw the skull grow meat and skin.
Thanks for the binary fingerprint misrepresentation.
Key stared at the skull. Blue nodded.